Mic check, mic check. It's Insomnia, y'all. Welcome to the show. It's your boy, C.I.P. Hope everyone had a good week. On the agenda tonight, main character syndrome. Main character syndrome. The masks we wear. Social media masks. The masks we wear out when we're touching grass. It's time to expose these individuals and what that looks like. Got a feminine point of view as well as the masculine point of view. We've got two different reacts, two different perspectives, two different sectors. A little bit of content from your boy C.I.P. as well. A story that's in the media. One or two stories in the media. So, let's go, y'all. Welcome to the show. It's Insomnia. We're going to spend a couple hours going through some things. Y'all know what it is. Like and subscribe, please. Like and subscribe. Happy birthday to you, Mark Harris. Reaper, I see you, bro. Thank you, gents, for being here. What's good? What's good? Little insomnia for us tonight. Let's go.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been legit. If I was you, I would cut up my wrist.
All right. What we're going to do is, I'm going to start off a little bit different. There we go. All right, everybody. Welcome to the show. We're going to get into this. First of all, I want to say thank you to Bielius. He is the creator of this beautiful thumbnail, this art, the shedding of the mask. But his formal title of this is Venenicious. Not the easiest title of a piece of art. I will drop that in the chat. Crazy name. Want to throw my props out to the artist. I do like the art. It has always caught my attention because one of the musical artists I listen to, his name's Apache. He uses a lot of this gentleman's art. Fire. Absolute fire. Mark Harris, happy birthday to you again, bro. Says, sorry, brother, can't stay. Have to hit the road tomorrow, traveling out of town early. Excellent. Please travel safe. Your boy CIP will be midday tomorrow, around noon or so. I got some activities to take care of. So Soca Sunday will not be this Sunday. Look for future shows. Then we always have the upcoming Miami Carnival event, the 10th and 11th of So that's going to be a full weekend of soca-ish activities, soca adjacent activities. So So we've got some good things planned in the near future. But tonight is insomnia. Tonight is insomnia. Let's talk about that, right? Insomnia, the common sleep disorder, makes it difficult to fall asleep or stay asleep. Also causes you to wake up too early, not be able to get back to sleep. You may even feel tired when you wake up. Insomnia can drain your energy, sap you of your emotional resources, affect your mood, can also affect your health, and often does, ladies and gentlemen. Work performance will suffer. Quality of life will suffer. What is this thing that you call sleep? Says Reaper. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Mark Harris confirming the birthday is Tuesday, but he gonna be the big 5-0. My G. Welcome to the club, bro. Welcome to the club. Age club for men. Silver Foxes out in these streets, bro. We Silver Foxes out in these streets. Y'all know your boy C.I.P's not ashamed of his silver foxedness. So the gray hairs will be there. The age will be there. But tonight we're talking about that insomnia. You got to get some rest. Mark Harris is getting his rest. Good on you, bro. Catch the replay. Team replay. I know you'll be out there. Like and subscribe if you're new. All kinds of content over here. I got 3 channels, by the way. This is my project channel. Not the projects, but project channel. And this is where I explore the things that make us human. You're going to catch some controversial topics over here. And that's all good. It's all good. We're adults. Over on my gaming channel, Cat and Poncho, well, that's gaming. And then we have Culture in Paradise. Your boy C.I.P. is going to expand that channel as well, offer men a different perspective. There's plenty of us out there that have different perspectives on our experiences as being guys. It's good to share it with the other brothers, especially the young bulls, the young kings. So now, yeah, I need to do better, doing my best to go to sleep at reasonable hours, but this brain won't allow me to. Say that. That is a theme over here. See, there we go. Reaper co-signing on that too. Yeah, bro. Which is why, it's kind of funny y'all go down that thread. Which is why I say often that nothing is true and everything is permitted, right? Nothing is true, everything is permitted. You hear me say it a lot. I stole it from Assassin's Creed back in the day, and I have twisted it in my own fashion to fit the needs of today. Nothing is true and everything is permitted, my friends. We have choices. We're not slaves. Some of us have ancestors that were. We are no longer those ancestors. We stand upon the shoulders of the great, and we seek knowledge. We evolve. We're not slaves. Right? Doesn't have to be work. There can be some fun, some levity along the way. But we have to seek knowledge and evolve. It's a rough road. It's difficult being an adult. Adulting is not fun. The world around us is not an absolute reality either. A lot of times that reality can be shocking to us. What you got to do is you have to explore the world. You can't limit yourself. That limitation you put on yourself becomes your own responsibility. The mistakes you make, the bad choices, because you're not the wiser. Choose wisely, my friends. All right? Choose wisely. Another point is that recently in my journey, I've been told two things. I have a very distinguishable voice, an excellent voice for what I do. This is my hobby. I do love it. I'm going to do like a halfy episode tonight, a little bit off camera, then I'm going to pull the camera up. I'm just sitting here chilling in a t-shirt. It's all good. We all chilling. It's insomnia, right? But I've been told that I have a very distinguishable voice, right? With great thing comes great responsibility, right? With great voice, with great power, but this is my hobby. So I express from the heart. I'm authentic in what I explore. And my messages strike at the heart. My messages strike at the heart. Like this fool right here. I'm gonna kick him in the knee when I meet him. See, that message struck to his heart. What's good, my G? All my hoes. How are you, sir, JP? JP is the producer of Soca Sundays, by the way, ladies and gents. So give JP a shout out. Give JP a shout out. His kind contribution has helped the channel to move forward, Soca Sundays to get better. So we have dubbed the producer of Soca Sundays, Peter Cullen. Yes, Mark. Peter Cullen. I grew up listening to that man's voice, man, every Saturday, man, after school. Man, that guy was that. I think when I was a kid, it was like a little radio drama or something, or we were learning about radio dramas as children in school, or I don't know what it was, but maybe it was some exploration of it in the home. And I got really interested in radio plays, the old radio plays that like our grandparents used to listen to. I'm 50, right? So do your maths on the ages of the individuals. We're talking like the 40s, 30s when radio first permeated across the United States and more people had them in their homes. Everybody didn't have a radio in their homes when they first dropped. Everybody didn't have a TV in their homes when they first dropped. Everybody didn't have a color television in their homes when they first dropped, right? This technology takes time. But listening to those radio shows, we would do like little plays and stuff, the kids, and we would do like, voicing the little characters. And I grew fond of that line of work, definitely. So I definitely got attached to the voices of legendary characters throughout time. Shout out, Mr. Peter Cullen. Rest in peace, you hero. You fucking legend. Dolly Parton. Cheers to you, ma'am. I raise my glass. Travel well. Beautiful lady. Travel well. Rest in peace. Lost a lot of people recently. We're going to see a lot more of that. Which is why I encourage you to explore the world around you. Explore the world around you. Explore more than your backyard. Life is short, ladies and gents. That being said, there are moments in our lives when single sentences or events hit with more force than years of experience. No one prepares us for the accuracy of that event, that statement. No one prepares us for pain. Tim Curry, the devil, darkness from Legend, the butler from Clue, Frankenfurter, legend, absolute legend. Shout out to you, Mr. Curry. You are a major part of my youth. Again, I had an affinity to the voice acting, the Hollywood thing. Who knows? Maybe I'll be one of those little grandpas in a commercial one day. Sam Monroe. Yep. Great shout outs. Thank you for these, Mark. Great shout outs. No one prepares us for these moments. No one prepares us for the voice of C.I.P, right? No one prepares us for the shows where I go ham on topics. and things dear and near to your heart and destroy what you once held true, what you thought or what you think is the truth. Nothing is true. Everything's permitted. We have choice. Seek knowledge. Guess what? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You are smarter than your boy C.I.P. And I'm smarter than you. Because there will always be something that you know that your boy C.I.P. does not know. And there will always be something that I know that you're not familiar with. You feel me? So here we go. Here's that. Your voice putting me to sleep. Man, you're supposed to be in a bar. I thought you was out eating wings, having fun, doing the sushi, chopping some chopsticks, spreading some thighs and flying away. Yeah, that's that food. You got the itis out here, brother. You got the itis out here. Talk about me putting you to sleep. It's insomnia, man. It is midnight 06 a.m. on the East Coast, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, nothing prepares us for the pain of self-realization, for those statements, for those sentences, for those moments that strike at the heart, knock us off our rocker, kick us in our back. And that's a good thing. Growth is pain. Growth is pain. It's a good pain. So welcome to a world, everybody, where we all want to be the main character, but nobody wants to write an original story. No growth. No growth, no evolution. Welcome to the world where we all want to be a main character. Nobody wants to grow up. Nobody wants to write an original story. It's not just the content creators. Keeping up with the Joneses has been a thing since the American dream was poisoning our airwaves and culture. Welcome to the world where everybody wants to be the main character, but ain't nobody got an original story. Again, from content creator to folks in the real world, touching grass, as they say. It's the same thing, same trends, the same opinions, wearing the same clothes, the same aesthetics. Lord have mercy knows what goes on in the Black community with their aesthetics. Women, ladies. We reproduce over and over and over again the same patterns and formulas, all while thinking we're something special and we stand out. I can name 2 social media content creators right now that look and act and are, as far as I'm concerned, cookie cutter representatives of one another. That would be Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. These men are so much alike that they can't exist in the same place at the same time, in the same space. They are cookie cutters of the Black community. Brolic, fuzzy face, big mouth, losers. Who folks have latched onto and become part of the syndrome, feeding the paradox of these main characters. The desire to be unique basically has everybody looking the same. And there's nothing in consumerism, nothing in the consumption of mass media that discourages it. Now they might tell you, "Oh, you're unique, you're special, you're something other than everyone else." They're telling everybody the same goddamn message, and everybody's following the same exact patterns. The consumerism's nudging us toward the next thing, the next trend, the next personality to imitate. Like, oh my God. We consume, we copy, We perform. How many times have I said that the black content creators across the YouTube space are basically just dancing monkeys? Just dancing monkeys. In this day of AI, all creativity has gone down the drain as far as thumbnails, as far as the art is concerned on these channels. Everybody's thumbnails look exactly like one another. Everybody's content is exactly the same. Everybody's topics are exactly the same. And again, that's the consumerism. That's the mass consumption. We consume, we copy. We consume, we copy. We consume, we copy. I'm going to look at this from the lady's point of view as well as the gentleman's, as mentioned earlier. Watch these people perform. We convince ourselves that we're leaders. These people do, at least. I sit back and laugh at them. But these main characters and these stories that they've created convince themselves that they're what everyone else wants. Leaders of doom. Lauren Krause, how are you tonight, sis? How are you tonight? Lauren Krause, there is a new euphemism at play in the air called an LC, as in, are you a normal thinking woman or are you an LC? That is in no way a disparaging remark against you, Lauren Krause. That is in regards to the Casey story that's in courts currently. Hope you're doing well tonight, sis. Yes, sir. Divergent thinking is becoming quite rare. You are not allowed to think outside the box because your boy C.I.P. is a toxic, misogynistic bastard. As far as friends and family are concerned, they can all fuck off, of course, respectfully, not respectfully, however they want to take it. Take that. Full diddy. I don't give a fuck about them. I really don't. I stay toxic. Hashtag toxic king. I stay in my own lane. I stay unique with my own thoughts. And to be honest with you, I'm the farthest thing away from a fucking gatekeeper. I'm not going to lie to you to keep secrets. I'm actually going to sit around and share knowledge with you to ensure we both grow. So let's talk about originality. Let's talk about influence. Influencers. I'm talking about why so many creators want to be main characters all the fucking time. Why they're fake as fuck. How many times have we seen these Derek Jackson type niggas, bro? Fresh off the plantation niggas, and these women are slobbing all over them. Oh, he a black man. I mean, I'm just repeating what the bitches are saying. I mean, I'm not the one. I don't give a fuck about Derek Jackson and his abusive mannerisms toward women that y'all enjoy. Quiet as kept. I'm not the one out here falling for fake ass NFL players. Y'all the ones that's supposed to be protecting the box. Y'all the dumbasses. Number one consumers in the United States of America. Girly pops. Shout out the girlies. Shout out the girlies. Number one consumers of goods. Number one consumers of trash. Number one consumers of the TikTok. Number one consumers of victimhood. Victimhood. Full victimhood. Y'all don't go full retard. Y'all go full victimhood.
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
Just full victimhood. It's amazing. We had the LC click in the courtroom last week. Sporting a psychopath at Alt F4's children. She deletes babies. These are born babies, right? Main character syndrome. And so many are just following right behind her. Main character syndrome. No originality. No originality. They don't have original stories. I want to be like Mike. I'm Malcolm X. I am Malcolm X. Y'all remember that at the end of Malcolm X movie with Denzel? I am Malcolm X. Everybody want to be the same motherfucker. No originality. Speaking of Malcolm X, a wise man once said, show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader, where a singer is a white leader, where a dancer or trumpet player or minstrel fuck like Tyler Perry is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets, clowns, and as previously stated, minstrel fucks like Tyler Perry that have been set up within the black community to destroy us. It's all entertainment. It's all money. Extraction with no return. No originality is left behind. Consumerism nudging us toward the next thing. Again, how's everybody doing tonight? How was your week? How was your week? Yeah, get that bag, brother. Get that bag. Sakafet. Salutations. Salute. How y'all doing tonight? Food for thought. What you think? Consumerism just keeps nudging us. The entertainment factor just keeps us running back for more over and over again. And other communities deal with these distractions so much better. Now, being a melanated man, I'm always talking to the melanated community. That's what I should be doing, right? What I should be doing. Excuse me. So tonight I got a couple of reacts for you. Shout out to Twin. Shout out to Twin Bird. Shout out to Bronze Bird. Go check out Bronze Bird. Give me a second. I'll drop his link in the chat for everybody. Bronze is my kindred YouTube brother and twin, right? Kindred spirits in the game of just overthinking life. Overthinking life and this journey that we're on, especially as men, black men, melanated men, right? This journey we're on. And what is happening to us? Where does this main character syndrome come from? Where do these errors in our ways, this outright lack of empathy, compassion, love, using one another to advance our own needs, and more than anything, gentlemen, impregnating these beasts that want to alter forward, chuck kids out of cars, and all other means of destruction of innocence. Gotta stop breeding with these psychopaths. Gotta stop breeding with these psychopaths. Everything is just mass consumption. We got porn on speed dial. Any whore you want on speed dial on OnlyFans. You got the 85-year-old hoes now. You got the old hoes. The old hoes are showing that old wrinkled box and toes and shit. It's crazy. Mass consumption, and no one is focusing on who we are as individuals. No one's focusing on who we are as individuals. So let's go, y'all. What are we gonna talk about first? We're gonna look at this from the girls' point of view. What's up, girlies? Ladies, all right?
And if you hear this and then go and bend your back, go and bend your knees, baby, shake it to the max.
All right, ladies, shake it to the max. I'm gonna hear from a lady's point of view. The Bahamian guy. Girl, what's up? What's up with you? How are you today? I hope you are well. You are now a friend of the show. You've always been a friend of mine. We're gonna drop her link in the chat. Hit that like. Thank you, Reaper. I'm gonna drop her link in the chat. This Bahamian guy. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lady. Yeah, the actress off of Knots Landing's on OF now. My G, that's who I was talking about. It's pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. Most people don't even know what the hell a Knots Landing is. Yes, you follow her too. She's awesome. She's awesome. She's awesome, awesome, awesome. 282,000 subscribers. She is, of course, I claim everybody from the Caribbean as my cousins. She's one of my cousins, and let it be known. And that's basically it. Mark Harris, have a good rest, brother. Have a good rest and a good journey tomorrow on the road. All right. So Bahamian Guile, everyone wants to be different the same way. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Everybody wants to be different in the same way. All right. So let's look at what she got going on. Let's look at what she got going on, what she's going to share with us this evening. This insomnia. Like and subscribe. Fair use, Miss Bahamian Guile. Maybe you and I should get together one time, sis. Maybe we should get together one time. Talk about some things. Male point of view, female point of view. I'm a lost son of the island. Maybe you can help me get a little educated to the island knowledge. Now, not the Bahamas, Lucian, but we can collab. We can collab. All right. So let's hear what she's got to say.
Even to the way we speak, everybody is
Obsessed. I'm so obsessed with this tuna salad. I'm so obsessed with these tampons. I'm so obsessed with this pink microphone. I'm so obsessed with my hair. I'm so obsessed. I'm obsessed. Everybody's obsessed.
For the love of God, stop saying that you're obsessed. Okay? You can't be obsessed with every freaking thing. Oh my God, I am so obsessed.
Absolutely.
Shut the...
Everyone wants to be different the same way. I spend a lot of time on social media. I mean, this is what I do. And I'm just observing the same thing over and over and over again. And this is not a recent observation. It's something I've taken stock of, for a number of years, but it's just something that just really came to a head recently because I was just like, this feels like I'm watching like the land of the clones. Everybody looks the same, acts the same, speaks the same, moves the same.
Yes.
And I'm like, where is the originality?
Yes.
Get ready with me to haunt this girl. Actually, my first time haunting this house, and wait, stop. I'm literally scared.
You guys, I came to Q Cafe, and look how freaking cute! Look at the smoke, I just want to stare at it. I'm not gonna lie. This is literally the cutest thing ever.
That is so horrible. That is so horrible, y'all. Bro, the body snatchers are among us is flat out the truth. Everybody out here sus. They all body snatchers.
It seems like there's a death of originality on social media. And maybe I shouldn't say it's a death. What I should say is that there isn't a great focus on originality. That there are people who do really, really awesome things that are so different, but we don't see them because they're not pushed to the top of the algorithm.
There we go. Absolutely, sis. 100%.
Everybody's apartment looks the same. Beige, sterile.
Aesthetic.
I remember when I first did a video on my my apartment. This was a couple years ago, and I'll link it so you guys can watch it if you want to. And I remember a couple people had reached out privately and in the comments to say that they really appreciated seeing my own personality come through. And my apartment has changed over the years, right? But they were appreciative of seeing something other than the same boring beige apartment. And it's okay if that's what you like, if that's your aesthetic naturally. But I feel like it's sort of like follow the leader. And everybody doesn't really like their apartment that way. It's just that's what looks good on Instagram. That's what looks great on TikTok, and so they just do it. And then you have I used to talk about the Instagram starter package, right? But it's like the influencer starter package where you have to have your Stanley cup, your matcha tea, your yoga mat, because you got to do yoga. You got to have your
So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is from the girlie's point of view. It's from the girlie's point of view. Everybody wants to be different.
tote bag, your skincare products. Everything must be neutral because that's the clean girl aesthetic, and we're gonna get into that in another episode. Everybody uses the same candles, they wear the same sneakers, they wear the same headphones. Everybody does the same thing over and over again. There's no originality. Everybody is going on the same vacations. Let's go to Tulum.
And see, the thing is, none of y'all can stand one another, so it's just ladies trying to one up one another. Like, it's not a secret anymore, right? These things aren't secrets anymore. It's 2026. We see all the cracks and the crevices of your stories and the lies and your masks that you wear, the sisterhood mask. You hate one another. You're doing this to one up one another. You can't just be original. You can't just be yourself and come up with a destiny strictly your own.
Mexico. Let's go to Greece and take the same photo everybody else takes because, I don't know, is it a status thing? By the way, this isn't so much social commentary today as it is a social rant. And I feel like everybody is sort of being...
Run it, girl. You know what? All I do on my channel is rant. So you are allowed to rant when you want to rant, okay? Go on a rant.
Being herded towards the same lifestyle, this aesthetic lifestyle, and we don't see people's personality anymore. Or if we see people who have personality and it's different, they have a unique way of dressing, they have a unique style, we don't see them as often because they don't rise to the top of the algorithm. And I guess my question is...
C.I.P. is definitely not in the top of the algorithm.
Are we all becoming the same person, or are the recommendations from the algorithm forcing us to be the same person? Like, if you want to grow on social media, you realize that you have to look a certain way, speak a certain way. And where's the originality with that? I mean...
Exactly, and that's why your boy C.I.P. refuses to code most of his words. I don't do that shit over here. You're going to hear it raw. You're going to take it raw, full Diddy. And that's life. We're adults. I don't play these social media games. I don't dance around topics and words. So that's going to bury me in the algorithm because everybody's got fifis these days. Everybody's fifis hurt. Everybody's pussy's hurt, right? Everybody's panties are all up between their pussy lips. Everybody's got their emotions on their sleeves. That's not my problem. That's not my problem, you child. You tall toddler. Go the fuck to counseling. All right?
How many times do we watch a short on Instagram and the person who is in the video positions their camera in such a way?
Drive, you dumb sons of bitches. Fuck.
So that you see their moonroof, so that you know that they're driving a Tesla. They want you to know that they're driving a certain car. One of the things that always sort of bothered me, and I understand that things trend. You have audio that trends. You have music that's trending. Everybody jumps on the same trend over and over again. It's like you see the same person just doing their version. I remember when they had the Netflix documentary style special and everybody was sitting down doing the same thing. And a lot of it was cute. A lot of it was funny. I'm not going to lie. But it became very played out.
Yep. You guys seen these all over IG?
So we're going to start at top of 37?
These are all over IG now. All over. Caribbeans are doing them.
It's the same
Americans
thing
are doing
over
them.
and over again. Watch me do Pilates, and it's like, is this what people really do in a given day? Everybody.
That question. Is this what people do for real in a given day? And the answer is no. The answer is absolutely no.
Pilates, and it's like, is this what people really do in a given day? Everybody's doing the same thing every single time. Listen, if I plugged up my camera as I did my daily runs, it would not be fun for y'all to see me going grocery shopping for soap. It would not be fun for y'all to see me going to the post office and standing in line for 40 minutes.
There we go.
Because they have one person on. It would not be fun for y'all to see me go to the dentist or to have to go pay bills. I mean, that's real, but I guess that's not something people would be tuned in. And guess what? I wouldn't be talking to the camera. I just have the camera rolling.
You are boring me to death, and I am already dead. You're boring me back to death.
So I feel like people just kind of give us what they think we want rather than just like showing us the truth. I like a good yogurt and granola and all that good stuff too, but you know what I eat for breakfast a lot? All the Bahamians know but this, tuna fish and grits.
There you go.
I caught a fish like that. You want to dance with me? Come let's dance.
Tuna fish and grits.
Yeah, eggs, a salad, a bagel, some bacon sometimes. Yeah.
Waffles.
And none of that's, it's not appetizing, and nobody wants to see all that. I'm gonna fall out the algorithm. I'm already out the algorithm, but I'm gonna really be out the algorithm. By the way, I'm like 6 subscribers away from 600. Y'all hit the like and subscribe if you're new. All right, hit the like and subscribe if you're new. Also, Nightbot, what's up, girl? I got little girl robots running around here. All my little robots. Let's go, girl. I need you to tell everybody, Nightbot, all the channels. I need you to tell everybody to subscribe to Rumble. I need you to tell everybody to subscribe to the Discord. Everybody listen to Nightbot. All my super bot babes are out here doing their thing for us. So let's go.
Some bacon, some eggs, some biscuits. Like, you know what I mean? Orange juice.
See?
Just like the normal stuff. Sometimes the plate don't look so great.
Nope.
It's just normal.
The egg be fucked up. Half the egg be too cooked and dried out. The other half the egg is perfect. What the fuck am I going to show that to y'all for?
Normal. But does that sell on social media? I just feel like everybody is chasing the same aesthetic and trying to package it as originality and individuality, and it's not. It's far from that. And I would encourage you all to kind of just take a look at everything. Like when you go on social media again, look, it's like it almost falls into the same category. People are reacting to whatever happened. I fall in that category. I react to things. Or they're doing some video dance to some hot song, or they are miming to some recent viral trending audio. It's like the same thing over and over and over again.
Absolutely.
I remember years ago, someone said, I don't know, but social media isn't fun anymore. And I was like,
Sure, it's fun. You just have to find the right people, you know?
but now I'm starting to understand what that person meant. If everybody
No. Social media is vapid slop. Social media is absolutely vapid slop. I don't subscribe to people to watch them like I would watch a TV show. I watch for informational segments. I watch because you got big tits and I like to look at them. I subscribe because I need to go back to your channel to learn something and expand my mind. And that's really it. I mean, that's really it. To be honest with you, there are very few female content creators that I subscribe to for any reason other than the fact that they just look good. I'm not going to get ready with you, girl. I'm just looking at your fine ass in the mirror. I mean, let's just be real. And I've low-key cut that shit out because I ain't no simp. So
everybody's doing the same thing and looking the same way and eating the same thing, it just becomes like the clone effect, and you don't see any sort of individuality, no sort of originality. And I just think it's kind of boring. I think people just need to step out and do
it's absolutely boring, girl. It's absolutely boring.
Their own thing. But I also think that we, the audience, need to give people latitude to do that, which means that someone's apartment when they're doing content ain't gonna be so fly. The car that they're in might be a 12, 14-year-old car, you know? They're not gonna—
It might be a fucking Subaru station wagon. And
gonna have the Tesla. They're not gonna have the aesthetic car. If they're gonna do like a vlog and talk about their day, then you have to understand that their day might be kind of boring. But if it's a real day, it's a real day. And I don't say this, you know, like I haven't done it before. I've reacted to videos and done like trending audio and stuff, but I don't do it often because it's like it gets played out very easily when everybody is doing the same thing. So I guess my question of the day would be, is originality dying? Or are we simply living in a world where our choices are being influenced?
any Dodge Challenger, Dodge Charger fans? Yep. Dodge is gonna catch a stray. Yep. You know why? Because every fucking stoplight has a hood nigga, a hood bitch in a Dodge Challenger, in a Dodge Charger. Every fucking stoplight. Every fucking stoplight. It's ridiculous. It's the most cliche thing. We already know the who drives Altimas. We already know who drives Altimas. Now, they going to be mad now, too, because the Altima's discontinued. But we know who that crowd is. We know who the crowd is that's paying the $800,000 fucking car payments in them Chargers. I'm just saying. And it's like clockwork. Nobody's unique. Nobody's unique. And very rarely are niggas spending money on any kind of decals or style or wrap or anything. It's off the lot, bitch. Off the lot, bitch made. One after the other. Y'all drive them motherfuckers on the road more often than we used to have fucking Pontiac Grand Dams from the 90s. With the box booty Grand Am. Yeah, y'all drive them motherfuckers, them Challengers, them Chargers around more than them motherfuckers had them Grand Dams back in the day. And you know every baby mama had them like the Altimas are today. Get the fuck out of here, man. Do something original, nigga. Something original. I got red hubcaps. No, you know what? I'm done. Yeah, Scat Pack click. Scat Packs represent. Fuck out of here.
It's in a way that we rarely notice. Like, we don't pick up on it. And I'm sure many of you who watch this, you picked up on this stuff. But anyway, drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think. By the way, I didn't introduce myself. I kind of just jumped right into this episode. So my name is Rogan, and this is the This Made Me Gal podcast. On my platform, I do social commentary and reaction videos. And I encourage my audience to have private conversations in public. Please follow me on Instagram. I do a lot of shorts on there, or reels
follow her.
Rather.
Go check her out. Go follow her. Yeah, bro. You know, I have an F-250, a Corolla, and an Acura Legend. Yo, shout out the Acura Legends, man. Don't get rid of that. See what I'm saying? Like, that's it. I got my Subi Outback. It's a turbo. I put stripes and mods on it. I got the tower bars under the hood. Man, come on, man. I got the full-size spare in the trunk. I did my own little mods and hopped it up my own little way. It don't look like nothing nobody else is driving on the road. It's my own thing. I'm unique. So when I pull up to the stoplight and there's like a whole bunch of other lesbians driving the other Subarus, I'm unique. Fuck. People don't get it. Yeah, man. Fuck. Acura Legends are dope. Dope. All right. So what's up next? So we heard about this, didn't we? Didn't we all hear about this? And isn't this like the second or third case that we're going to hear about as the year progresses? So here we go. 35-year-old John Love. 35-year-old DeJohn Love. Federal prosecutors say this 35-year-old gentleman has pulled an ultimate scam on the ladies. Apparently the ladies are easy to scam. Apparently. Not speaking from experience or anything. But the authorities allege Love used a polished Instagram presence, complete with fabricated free agency and Super Bowl storylines, along with doctored bank statements and luxury cars on rent, to sell the illusion, to sell the mask. Federal prosecutors are chasing this man who sold an illusion, who wore a mask. This is full-blown social media, like chaos here. Chaos. All right. Oh, shit. All right. So Reaper starting at 38 years old. He's starting with the Houston Texans. Oh, shit, Reaper. See, there we go, y'all. There's another one right here in the chat, ladies. Let's go. So he allegedly worked with 18-year-old Taylor Chan, who's accused of posing as his financial advisor to help convince victims their money was growing. Prosecutors say the pair defrauded at least 26 women out of more than $1.3 million across California. Now, that was probably an easy lick. Oregon, Washington. So they went all the way up the West Coast. They went all the way up to the Pacific Coast. Then we had, let's see, Washington and Idaho. Both were arrested at the Boise airport and are facing federal wire fraud charges. Let's go. Wearing masks. Man accused of faking entire NFL career to won $1.3 million dating scam. Ladies. You know, you bring up a good point, my G. You bring up a good point. I thought everybody was broke too. I thought there was like all these problems with food, and wages, and people can't get jobs. $1.3 million for some dick that you probably didn't even get. From a gentleman that you probably didn't even get any penis from. $1.3 million. And your money's growing. Donate to Culture's Cash App. Donate to the Cash App, you guys. Hit the Cash App. Your money will grow with the channel. No, seriously, actually, I do let everyone know. When you donate to the channel, your money goes to the channel. It stays with the channel. Better graphics, better animations, better equipment, better soundboard. All the bells and whistles, right? We're growing, we're evolving. That's all thanks to you. Better camera equipment as well. That was part of my donations, was invested in the Canon R8, the R5. So the R5 is going to be going with me on the trip on the 10th and 11th of October. Shameless plug, Miami, Florida. Soca Sundays will be live from Miami. So yeah, all that stays with the channel. All stays with the channel. So, all right, here we go. Next up. I'm not really, and like I said, it's just kind of like we were addressing this, but the motivation behind all of this tonight was Twin. Bronze. So shout out to Twin. Let's go on and pop his link in the chat. Chaos will ensue when you stop by the Brownstone Powwow, but it is a good time. He's also on Rumble, so check out his Rumble link as well. Just like my channel, all the links are right there at the top of the channel. Go ahead, explore, like your boy C.I.P. requests you do. Explore, learn something. He always starts out with some really good knowledge that aligns thought process, exploration, manhood, things like that, right? Being a dude, being a melanated dude. He kind of sorts through those things, and then Twin breaks down into the community powwow. Sometimes he does his solos, fly solo. Sometimes he has the community come over and cause chaos. So viewer discretion is advised there. Viewer discretion is advised here. Team replay. By all means, please like and subscribe. Give me 1 second. So I got some bookmarks because this is an hour-long epic of Twin and a thread of consciousness here. Yeah, shout out to Twin for sure. All right, 2 minutes, 46 seconds. We're gonna kick this off. So basically just like his, you're gonna ramble us into his introduction, a couple minutes. Then we're gonna skip forward to, I got something in my eye for real. We're going to skip forward to 2250. Yeah, 2250. Then we're going to run like a 20 minute segment there. Gentlemen, we talking to the gentlemen. We already talked to the ladies. I'm talking to the gentlemen. There's a lot that we need to do as men to correct the path that we're going down. But, you know, there are some of us that are just set in our ways. They're never going to escape the cage they put themselves in. That's fine. For the young bucks that are out there, the young kings, the young bulls, young men, and for those of us who are still learning and evolving and embrace gaining more knowledge. Knowledge builds wisdom. In this day and age, this middle age, this 50, this unk age, I'm supposed to be gathering my last few bits of knowledge so that I have that wisdom for when I'm grandpa age. That's what we have to do. We got the youth, Got the exploration of life, gathering all that. And then we got our old age as old men, right? As pawpaw, as old uncle, right? So we're talking to the men now. And there's a lot of grifting out here. I called out the Anton Daniels types. I called out, and the funny thing is, they're all across the space. Just like the, oh my God, a macchiato mochiata from fucking Starbucks, bitch. Those bitches are out there. We got the brolic types. We got the bitch abuser types. We got the manosphere types. We got the red pill types. We got the black pill types that sit in the basement with the lights off and life is just so depressing types. Y'all, it's time to change. It's time to evolve. All that mask wearing bullshit, posturing, you Chad and Tyrone fucks. That's not who you are. You're literally just expressing effeminate behaviors. So let's get into what Twin's talking about here. He got his ramble introduction. Then we're going to get into the meat. Yeah, the begging types. They end up being, hey, young blood, hey, let me tell you something, let me holler. Yeah. Fuck boys. All fuck boys. Effeminate. No agency within themselves as fucking men. Incapable of surviving on their own as men. And they wear this mask of being your friend. They wear this mask of being your family member. A lot of them get on the social media. I called out 2 of them earlier this year. One who wore a mask and thought that he understood what the fuck history was. Postured that he knew what the fuck he's talking about. I showed him the door. Another one that postured that he knew what the fuck literature he was reading. I slapped him with the book he wasn't reading and showed him the door. Masks. To make yourself seem like you're something that you're not. You never will be. Half these dudes that are out here on YouTube, and we're going to get into more of this as Twin goes into his rant, but a lot of these dudes out here on YouTube I've seen are actual key destructive forces in the community. Multiple fucking baby mamas out here, multiple bastards out here. Fat, unhealthy, and promoting nothing but the foulest debauchery in the motherfucking community, either by reaction show or by their behavior in the motherfucking space and what they represent with the mask that they wear. All right, Twin. Let's get this going. So shout out Brownsburg once again, Brownsburg.
And that's what happened with Fauci. So if you're tuning in, make sure you smash that like button, please. You know what I'm saying? I really would love it before we get into tonight's topic.
That's right. Smash the like over here. Bronze's link is in the chat. I'll drop it again later. Go over to Bronze's channel. Subscribe to him as well. Like and subscribe to some of his, rewatch some of his stuff too. Team Replay. He's got all his topics listed. Years and years of topics. 1.1 thousand videos, right? 1.2 thousand subscribers. Twin is doing things. So go subscribe. Let's go.
Cause yo, honestly, and be honest with y'all, this was literally on the fly, son. Like literally on a fucking fly. Like I was just like, yo, I think I'm gonna just do this topic because it's heavily on my mind. Analyzing the space and analyzing like social media and in general.
Don't strike me, son.
I was out somewhere, right? I was out somewhere like last weekend, and I had seen this dude on his cell phone and had like one of those like cell phone sticks that you like use to hold the cell phone while you going out. And then it says like, he was like, "What up, chat?" And then that's when I started realizing, yo, they were saying that AI is like retrieving and archiving all these books and then burning it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, that heavily reminds me of Fahrenheit 451. Because in that movie back in the 1960s, basically what they were inferring was knowledge is not knowledge anymore, right? And so many people are finding these shit online or going through ChatGPT and all this other stuff, and we're interacting with each other through a fucking screen. You can interact with a person through a damn television, like a monitor, bro. Like, our world has become a dystopia. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's absolutely right. And yeah, Lauren, it's an absolutely good book. I highly recommend go read, folks. Go read Fahrenheit 451. Go check that book out. It's one of the best books that illustrate what's happening right now. And to be honest with you, Twin is absolutely correct. He thought he had come across that story, and he's absolutely correct. That story is real. They are despining books. And if you can imagine, you have a old novel, an old rare book, rare as in one of maybe 3 prints still in existence. They put the book in a machine. They take a slicing blade and they slice the spine off of this rare book. All right. I'm a purveyor of knowledge. I grew up in libraries to avoid getting bullied, to avoid chaos in my parents' home because adults don't know how to fucking act. And parents are selfish pieces of shit. So they want to argue. I went to the library. So I have an affinity to knowledge and books. I like it. I've loved it my entire life. So it hurts me to see that they are literally taking something that I may have one day wanted to explore. Life is short. There's millions of books and writings out there. But to know that these pieces of human history are being shredded, fed through AI, and then controlled by the powers that be, so they can edit what you see. They can remove parts of what you see if it doesn't fit their agenda. They can do whatever they want and maybe even shred, scan, and delete the file that was that book, removing it from our history completely. Completely. No, they don't put the pages back together and repair the spines of the books. They take a blade and shred the spines of the books. Take the pages, scan them in, and you now have something that AI is feeding off of. They're going around and they're actually buying books from private booksellers, from private book houses, stores all across the globe. And the people that own these bookstores and these collections are seeing dollar signs. So there you have it. Please go read Fahrenheit 451 while it still exists in its current form. All right, this is still his intro. We've got about another minute or so of his intro. Then we're going to get into the bulk of his rant, which is at 22 minutes in. Let's go.
And so I just wake up every morning and I'm like, okay, I can't be too in tune with YouTube shit. I still need my time to go touch grass.
Yes.
I still need my time to just be like, yo, I need to just still get out and get sun. I find myself, when I be on a train, I be feeling like I get like a brain overload while I'm listening to music or listening to like YouTube lives. And then I be like, all right, I gotta turn this shit off. I gotta turn it off. I gotta enjoy this train ride for the life of me because I have to stop looking at this fucking screen. I have to. I can't do it no more. I can't. So that's that. I think that's just like the introduction to like the whole thing and then the main character syndrome.
And the separation from the social media and the fake and the constant barrage of all that shit. So let's fast forward to 22 minutes and 20 seconds, 19 seconds or so. All right, so he's going to start going in. And this is where we're going to provide commentary. Let's go.
It was all a fucking
fair use, twin.
Ego tripping contest.
Okay, I'm going to back it up a little bit here because what he's talking about here is the manosphere. So I'm going to back it up a little bit.
From
gentlemen, heads up. This is us. All right. We already listened to Bohemian Guile. Now it's time for bronze.
I'm no longer considering myself part of the manosphere. I respect whatever the fuck they have left because I think the manosphere is dead. When the manosphere was popping, it was all a fucking ego tripping contest.
Yeah.
Why? Because They made everything about who has the most subscribers. They didn't make things about who was leaving an impact and who was actually doing content for men. Bro, I was doing research day in, and still to this day, doing research day in and day out, trying to figure out what's going on with men in this society.
Right.
I have videos and catalogs explaining that. You understand? Like, I've done the fucking work.
Right.
Check my resume, bro. Go through my catalogs right now and check out all the fucking videos I've done. Yeah, I get it. The other side to me is I like to troll. I like to fuck with people and all these different things. But like, it came a very serious topic about trying to figure out where we are as men in this society. Not on some red pill shit. Not on some, I want to get on a podcast and start berating on women that have OnlyFans. None of that. It was literally like, yo, let's touch on these topics. The Manosphere failed to do that. They sat there and made it all about ego. And Absolutely. Then they uplifted these women in the space more than they uplifted the men. Case Absolutely. In point, and I always mention this, Jessica X, who's no longer here, right? Respect to her. Hope she's doing great things in her life, right? When Kevin Samuels came along, everybody started focus on Kevin Samuels and this bullshit conversation about fucking, oh, what the fuck, the whole fucking high value man dumb shit. Besides that, then you had this weirdo, what is his name? Roger, AC Mode, whatever the fuck it was, that had all these random modes talking about men and ARC. All this other goofy shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You PUA bum ass motherfuckers. And then to make it worse, they started riding the Lapeef and Anton Daniels coattail, bro. That's what ruined this space. That's what ruined it. Because Anton himself knew that he don't know half this shit about Red Pill. He followed that shit after Kevin Samuels because everybody in that space was trying to figure out who was going to be the next Kevin Samuels.
And everybody was wearing a fucking mask, posing and posturing throughout that entire community. It was one of the most toxic fucking spaces and eras across social media. And it could have been so much different. So much different.
You had that light-skinned chick, Melanie King, that was sitting up there doing dating shows and dating calls in and blasting these niggas to bits, which I thought she was a cornball for. You had Anton Daniels and his crew. The whole manosphere is fucking a listen.
So many missed opportunities. No growth, no evolution, nothing original. Wearing the mask that the last man had on. Y'all out here gangbanging style. Y'all sharing style out here.
Into his fucking live streams and doing reports on it. Like, yo, niggas was lame, bro. It was done. It was cooked. So people ask nowadays, they like, yo, what is the space? It's whatever is the leftovers of you bum ass niggas. That's what it is. A bunch of leftover manosphere dudes mixed in with random black sector people from Beef Sector Mo 3, and then Anton Daniels' descendants, which includes Sharon. I don't call him Sharon. Sharon. Sharon and the rest of these weirdos that get black women to attack black men on panels, but swear to the high heavens that their channels is about having the quote-unquote conversation.
Gazzo.
Shut up. I said, y'all motherfuckers wouldn't know Red Pill if it came out of your ass. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know shit about Red Pill. Red Pill is the shit that they called you a weirdo for in high school and in college because your philosophies understood what the fuck is going on in this world. Red Pill was those annoying conversations that you got called a square and nerd for.
Red Pill is literally middle school, high school discovery. Self-discovery and discovery of ew girls.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I've always hated these Red Pill conversations, bro. Because it don't make any fucking sense.
It's like, Red Pill is like no girls allowed boys clubhouse, treehouse. That's all it is. No girls allowed. Treehouse.
Red Pill wasn't geared towards talking about women all day? Never. It never was. People got it fucked up, bro. And that's what you have of this so-called space that they call over there. As a demon time sector, I already said that because I've already listed that shit about my...
Yeah, and Twin's from the demon time sector. So not the beef sector, but just demon time. Just he's a super troll. And he goes in on people that, like, you know, he has his topics and his subjects and his stances and his square that he stands on. So when he goes to troll people, he fucks them up, especially if they are opposition. So yeah, Twin got skills out here in these streets.
Bruno, but,
demon time,
you know,
for real.
He's a piece of shit. But anyway, let me talk about main character syndrome, why we're here.
And the other thing too is a lot of his rant, and we're not going to listen to the whole hour long here, but Twin goes in on his ops and his opposition and people that try to call him out and talk shit to him. So it's very much a parallel to what I did earlier this year when I broke down history and individuals who said, you know, so-called disappointed in me because they didn't understand, you know, the stance that America was, the place where America was as far as race relations back in the 60s. So, you know, that's personal issue. Anyway.
Here tonight having this conversation. Okay? Continue. The moment you tell them to stop crying over females who never want them, they respond by claiming that they're bringing awareness to the male gender. That is BS. Exactly. And you know who that's trickling down on? Gen Z. Gen Z. Have you seen these content creators?
And see, that's the other thing, right? Like I said, we're not leaving anything behind for our peers. I'm not, like, this is entertainment, this is knowledge, this is perspective, this is affirmation that we all think the same exact way, right? You know, damn the ones that get their feelings hurt. Fuck them. That we all think the same way. Invaders, you know what I'm saying? My subscribers, right? That we're all here together, that we are all putting our minds together, and that we want to see this thing get better. But that's it. That's it. Anybody else isn't going to change. We're not going to change as adults. We're leaving messages that our kids are going to find. We're leaving stories. I'm leaving stories young melanated young men are going to find. Somebody's going to latch onto. Maybe a woman will find and say, hey, yo, check out this dude right here. This is legacy. This is something legendary that we're leaving behind that means something for someone. So even when we're leaving fuckery behind, you're leaving fuckery for the kids. You're so focused on the mask and the, oh my God, a macchiato. Hey, yeah, mic check 1, 2, fuck these bitches. Whatever the fuck your extreme is, that you are not really in real life, right? Whatever that poison is that you're wearing, you're putting out in the motherfucking atmosphere for these kids. So now you got the Gen Zs, the alphas, the betas, whatever the fuck they decide to call them. Fucked off. Because you selfish bastards are leaving slop behind. Slop. Tell me what the last Anton show was. Go. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments below this video. If you are here live, put it in the chat. What was the last Anton Daniels drop? Don't cheat. Don't go look. I'm sure it resonated with you because you watched it. What did Corey Holcomb talk about on his last show? What did D.L. Hughley last stand up and coon about? Go on. I'll wait. You won't remember. What was the last short you just saw before you stopped by my channel and skipped? Like and subscribe, fuckers. What was the last thing you just watched on shorts? Tell me. None of this shit matters. None of this shit matters. You slop creators don't matter. Ain't nobody counting how many fucking macchiatos you fucking drink, bitch. Ain't nobody counting your fucking beard hairs this week after you got your hair cut, nigga. Don't nobody care. Nobody cares. They're gonna make fun of you when you fuck up, though. Believe that. They gonna fuck with you.
Like, I believe, what's his name? Dean the Great and Adrian Bronner. I'm still in the process of doing a video on them and a couple of more of these, like, what's up, culture? I'm in the process of doing more of these.
Yo, twin. I must have popped up in the chat. Let's go.
Videos on them and a lot of these streamers, because these streamers are aligning to a lot of the red pill like crash outs. Like they do the same thing. Like they have fun berating these women on their streams, even though they invite these young women on their streams. It's crazy. Domestic violence cases, them thinking it's okay to put hands on women, be aggressive and all this shit, bro.
And the craziest part of that is the craziest part of that is the women worship these dudes. They fangirl for these dudes. They fangirl for these dudes. It's insane. It's insane.
Watching these streams, I've been watching it. Dean the Great. If you want to check out my Rumble video, check out my Rumble video. What's up, A-Team? Check out my Rumble video. You'll see it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember what it was that the Rumble video that I did. I'll probably put it in the description because I don't know if I'm having to stay here on YouTube or I'm putting this shit on Rumble as well. Either way, I would tell you in advance what video I'm talking about. But I did a video on Deshae Frost. And Deshae Frost was accused of putting his hands on a woman. I actually seen it. He was on a boat. And he slapped the shit out of some girl on a boat. You understand? These streamers are picking up this red pill philosophy, the wrong red pill philosophy, and they're wilding the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? These streamers think they're going to do something. And this is something I also want to talk about too, which in the future, I might actually do either a post on, I have no idea. I got so irritated because I was enjoying myself last weekend. And when I'm walking through the streets, I hear somebody say, "What's up, chat?" And he got the cell phone and got the holder. And I was like, yo, everybody now talks about content, and I get so irritated hearing the word content. Shut the fuck up. When it comes to having these conversations about content, it aggravates me. I swear to God, yo. Like, I get it. I'm what you call a content creator because I don't just do lives. I actually do content. I make videos. I do shorts, all these different things, right? It takes the hell out of you to know that you still got a whole list, right? So anyway, what up, Exile, Cynical? But like people,
and that's the honest to God truth. If you're not just excuse me, if you're not just cranking things out like Bahamian Gal said, right? If you're not just cranking out these insane videos of are you really doing this every single day, all day? Is this really your life? And you're cranking out this moment by moment by moment by moment. It takes a lot out of you. Content creation takes a lot out of you. Just putting a timeline together for a montage takes time. Twin's going to talk about this, but the most precious thing we have is not the money and all the material goods and all these fancy things and the new Lexus because they got a new all touch screen dashboard. None of that. It's time. It's the time we have for ourselves. It's the time to rest and refresh ourselves. It's the time we spend with our families. It's those important moments we spend with those we love, building something with them. That's the most precious thing. So people have it twisted. People absolutely have it twisted. This sharing yourself needlessly is not fulfilling in the end, because once the cameras are off, once the subscribers have swiped away and moved on to the next thing, you're forgotten. You're forgotten. No one cares about you anymore. They don't care until they get the next reminder that you're popping up again. Produce something worth it. Something to be remembered.
Say all day, it's like, yo, bro, you trying to shoot this content? No. Because in my personal life,
I'm gonna let Twin rap for a second. I'm gonna let him chop it up and I'm gonna let him cook, and I'm gonna go grab me another adult beverage. It's beverage refresh time.
When it comes to the careers that I'm involved in, I don't want to hear anything about content. Stop it. I don't want to hear shit about fucking content. Shut the fuck up, respectfully. But main character syndrome. Why do I say main character syndrome? Because I feel like all of us that has a YouTube channel, Kick, Twitch, whatever, it used to be that time before we did all these streams and did all this content, we weren't characters of a show or characters of the YouTube space or the virtual world. You had TV shows. And in those TV shows, you had characters, right? Characters that portrayed whatever they portrayed, right? One of my favorite shows, I wouldn't say growing up, but one of my favorite shows is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right? So you had Charlie, you had Dee, you had the rest of the gang on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You had Frank, you had you had the whole nine. They were fucked up, but they still loved each other. That's what I mean. Like, it was characters, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You knew who was who. You knew what they was about. You knew Charlie was always like cleaning up shit, and he was always the dirty dude. Mac, I think his name is, Mac was like the undercover, like in the closet gay dude who always flexed his masculinity. Dee was like this hungry actress who would do shitty things to her brother, Dennis. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would do fucked up shit to each other, right? That was one of my favorite shows. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right? But my point of saying that is it was characters, right? No, I think they stopped doing It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia since 2024, 2025. Like, I think they stopped airing it because I think some of them that's from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia went on to do other shows. So I don't know if I think that show stopped, but it did run for a long time. It ran from like 2005 all the way until 2024, 2025. That's like 20 years, yo. That's commitment.
Yeah.
What do you mean YouTube is tripping? That's me? Yo, let me know if something is fucking up on my side, please, because I don't want shit fucking up while I'm talking. Phil.
Ignore this moment in the stream. Your boy C.I.P. was having computer issues, and I distracted Twin. He was cooking, and I distracted my own twin, man. Look at me, man. Shame.
All right, I don't see anybody commenting that there's something fucked up on my side, so I'm just taking it like it was a little error that happened, right? So anyway, this is my thing. The whole point that I'm saying is you had characters, the TV shows. Okay, cool. You had characters that was on TV shows. You can identify them. You could be like, well, this is what the character does. Family Matters. You remember Steve Urkel. Then you remember his alter ego, Stefan. Then you remember Laura. You remember all the dad, the mom, all these different things. Yada, yada. Y'all get my point. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Will Smith. And Uncle Phil, all these different things. The dark Vivian and then the light-skinned Vivian. Dark-skinned Vivian was a whole different character from light-skinned Vivian. Hillary, the whole Ashley, all this other shit. So you get my point. There was characters. Nowadays, we don't focus on television shows. We focus on streamers. We focus on people like myself, right? Content creators like myself, my Bronzebird. You know my characteristics now. Now you'll be like, yo, Bronzebird is a troll. Bronzebird talks about men stuff, but Bronzebird likes being disrespectful and all these different things. Certain people say Bronzebird is disrespectful towards women. He hates black women and da-da-da-da-da.
Yep. What's CIP's legend across the space? He started out with a radio or the audio only podcast. I was angry. Oh, you red pill. You don't like girls. I'm still pissing off baby mamas and parents. Still challenging people's choices. Still pissing people off. Yeah. But it's all for the knowledge aspect of it. It's all for growth. It's all for growth. I always say at the beginning. And you know what? I started saying this recently, and I think I'm going to keep doing it. But the messages strike at the heart, and no one's prepared for that. No one's prepared for that because we go through our life blind. It's okay. An awakening is painful. Go watch the movie Dune.
The point is, YouTube started turning these people who have all these numbers and all this clout and all this fame, all these different things into characters.
Yes,
Think about it.
It has.
Kai
It absolutely
Cenat.
has.
Kai Cenat, Rakai, right? I Show Speed, Yona.
And shout out to them. Shout out to the young men who have done it. Shout out to them for grabbing the bull by its horns, tackling that motherfucker to the ground, and being champions on top of this game. Shout out to them. No doubt. Shout out to them. Not to dim their shine whatsoever. But that caricature that they produced. Hey, everybody, welcome to YouTube. Yeah! All that Mr. Beast bullshit. That's a caricature. You told me that motherfucker acts like that. You, ladies, you telling me that's how that motherfucker gonna fuck you when you go home with him? That's a caricature. That's a caricature. That's all the mask, the grifters, the Derek Jackson types. Hey, baby, like what you all gotta do is to be good men. You're gonna have to understand this, that, and the other. Ladies, like when you find you a good man, you gotta dating coach bullshit, the simpery bullshit, all of that. All of that.
All these different people. Think about that. They are characters, but they are themselves.
There it is.
So when I talk about the main character syndrome, it's just a factor of adding in, like literally, because you have a YouTube page and because you are who you are turned into a character. You develop a personality for people to see. And I thought it was amusing, but then I'm just like, does it become too much if you're a frequent streamer or you do content on YouTube? So let's be honest, y'all. I cannot be doing lives all day. Certain amount of y'all be having panels every day and be like, oh, I got to stream at this time and this time. I do streams every day. I said, God bless you, but I need my time. Do you know how much it is? And I'm not talking money-wise. I'm talking time-wise. It takes to stream, to be a live streamer, G?
Exactly.
It takes the fuck out of you.
Exactly.
You do an 11 and 12-hour panel, okay? You do an 11.
And he's giving the example of just doing those panels. He's doing the example of just doing panels, putting the work together. If you actually care about putting the show together and you use OBS and you use one of the other streaming systems and services, StreamYard, Restream, whatever you're doing, that takes time. Like I said, time is the most precious thing we have. So if you're dedicating time to your craft, you're dedicating time, you just split. Like, how can you manage an 11-hour stream plus feed yourself if you have kids in the house, take care of them, manage what's going on between you and your partner, manage your job and shit? Maybe you're retired, right? But you spend 11 hours of your day. You didn't even work out in that time. You online for 11 hours. That's insane. That's insane. But to add to that, average montage for Soca Sunday, the good montages, right? 7 minutes or so. That shit takes me, and now because I'm doing proper recognition to the content creators and trying to clip their IG links and their little screenshots of their links and everything, keep them in the whole thing, keep them all represented in the flow. If I have all my content together, I can get that done. And I'm not a professional at this. I'm just an IT guy who's given enough time to his craft to put my montages and my timelines together. I've given enough time to my craft to put my own thumbnails together. It's art to me. It's my thing, right? It's my hobby. So when I go about doing those timelines, I would say maybe if I have everything together, all my assets, maybe like hour and a half or 2.5 hours or so. 2.5 hours or so with transitions and everything and add all my little crap to it. So maybe 2.5 hours. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if a professional would take 10 minutes and then charge you $2,000 for something like that. I don't know. But I know it takes me time. I know it can take probably upwards to 5-8 hours probably. And that includes gathering little clips and shit, borrowing people's stuff from IG. With proper recognition. But it takes time, y'all. So who's got that time to divvy off from their lives, divide off from their lives, to just sit and be hateful, grift, wear a mask, be fake? The one thing he mentioned, and he consistently mentions, is that he puts himself in the same category as the characters that we saw on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Parks and Rec. Immediately what comes to mind for me is the show Person of Interest, right? The investment in those characters. It wasn't Taraji, it was, whatever her name was in the show. It wasn't Jim Caviezel, it was Reese, So Reese and, whatever the other detective and all the machinations of that show. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like he said, all the machinations of that show. And we became invested in that. And now, unfortunately, it's become, we are those characters. But the one thing I have to mention is that, and I have it on the front of, an authentic exploration of things that make us human. Never once have I been one of those hype dudes. The sakafet salutations I throw at the beginning of my shows are authentic. I'm learning my language. Where's those books at? I think I moved them. I'm learning my language. I'm embracing who I am culturally. I'm not throwing out any kind of false mask or it's never been a part of my intention. Culture, knowledge, entertainment. The entertainment aspect is pulling in from the community, pulling in from the fuckery, pulling in from the knowledge and making it a little bit better than just being a boring seminar, right? Authenticism. Merit, like he says, go through his library. He's done the work. Merit. He's been consistent. So while we're characters, while this is my channel, while I'm a character, C.I.P., they know me as Etienne in the private spaces. You guys are now learning my government name. But I've been authentic the entire time. The character of C.I.P. was simply for the brand. Simply for the brand. Some people use their own names as the brand and still wear a fucking mask. Still wear a fucking mask. Your name is now fake shit. Message. It's insane. It's not who you are. H&M, what's good, brother? How you doing? Yeah. Here comes Sheila. Exactly. She's retired. She's not online that much. 11 hours to sit on a panel and be hateful to people. Insane. Insane. All right, twin, cook it up.
Been a 12-hour panel, and imagine you did that shit back to back, bro. God bless y'all. Some of y'all that do live streams every day, y'all committed, and I got mad respect for y'all. Couldn't be me. Main character syndrome, y'all. These people are developed into personalities. You feel what I'm saying? I hope y'all catch my drift on where I'm trying to go with this. That you start identifying people because of how they present themselves on these live streams, bro. It's a fact. It's a fact. And I'm not telling you in a sense like, oh, well, you need to think about it and blah, blah, blah. But like, yo, there's certain people that do these 24-hour streams and they commit to this shit, and it's fucking crazy to me because this proves what are they trying the greater good of society. It starts to become one of these conversations where you cannot defer yourself from virtual reality to reality in the real world. The IRL starts to become the virtual.
What's the movie with Surrogates? Was it the Surrogates, you guys? I need JP. JP, I need you in the chat, sir. I need you in the chat. I think it's Surrogates with Bruce Willis and like Rene Russo or somebody. And they were hooked up to surrogate AI-powered robot avatars. Avatars. I don't know. I think his avatar was some studly looking dude. Her avatar might have been some hot chick or some shit. And then at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, in 3, 2, 1. At the end of the movie, the Avatar system completely broke down and the humans had to come out of the system and face one another and see that they were just ugly, no makeup, fat, balding, depressed looking, everyday fucking people. Everyday fucking people. The masks come off. We can't keep up the facades forever. That's why I don't put on a facade. There's no point to that. There's no point to that. It's a lie. It's a lie that eventually will crack. And we're seeing the cracks, like we saw before, with all of the ladies. We're seeing the cracks in the men. All the replicants. All the replicants. Everybody doing the same fucking thing. Acting the same way. Talking about the same topics. Doing the same things. The same shows. Over and over and over again. Yeah. Yep. Many people LARP online. Yep. It's a LARP. Yep. You said I'm not judging one way or another. I think it helps people escape disconnect. Not that it's a good thing. I get it. I get it. Masks can help, but masks are also to be discussed with your therapist. I am not a therapist. I only play one online. I am not a therapist. I only play one online. But as far as I know, the masks that you wear need to be torn down and talked about. People are hiding trauma. There's a lot of us that are hiding trauma. There's a lot of us that are hiding trauma. I was called, you rang. Yeah, man, we was talking about Bruce Willis movies earlier. Talking about surrogates. You the movie guru out here in these streets. My husband's always talking about surrogates. He really likes it. Yeah, the movie's great. The movie's great. It is probably the easiest consumable, right? Easily consumable example and analog, equal type story, for those of you who don't understand big words, equal type story to what we are living with our online masks. So it's not just the keyboard cowboy hiding behind an avatar. It's also the personalities that we portray out here in these YouTube streets, social media streets. The JP has risen. That's right. What's good? Good old man.
Like setting
How's your night going?
You are. You understand what I'm saying? This is what it's all about. So you start intertwining and intermingling your real life with the virtual life. You should see these Gen Z kids. They walk outside with their cell phones and they be like, "What's up, chat?"
Permanently connected, twin. Yo, permanently connected.
Is she wilding? Gen Z kids. They walk outside with their cell phones and they be like, "What's up, chat?" Yo, chat, is she wilding, gang? She's wilding, gang. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be like, yo, where the fuck are we? I swear to God, I feel like I'm living in a Twilight Zone, bro. Like
this twin, this timeline is not a fun one, bro. This timeline needs to just like burn down. We need to Avengers travel to the next timeline and just reestablish civilization and communities and just rebuild it all from the ground up, twin. We need to Avengers the fuck up out of here.
The whole thing of like when I start seeing these kids doing TikTok dances and I'm like, yo, they put their cell phone in a random spot and they just start doing like dances. I'll be like, holy fuck, yo, we have got into a place in society you cannot live without your phone. And technology is going to get much worse because the whole point is get rid of the cell phone. Get rid of all these different things, subscription service out the wazoo, and then sit up there having more technology that's on you so that you could actually wear that shit. What the fuck you think those meta glasses is for? Definitely NPC culture. But what do you think those meta glasses is for? Do you think those meta glasses is just to be cool and be hip? With the fact that matter you can go on social media while looking inside glasses? No, it's all about exchanging into the next phase of technology advances. You understand? That's what that shit is all about, bro. People have to pay attention. I just don't want to always be on my phone and always be on meta glasses to do content. And that's why I'd be like, I ain't doing these much lives as much as y'all doing it, because I don't want to be. But it's definitely an NPC system.
And see, the other thing too is I'm not addicted to doing lives, and I don't have an agenda to follow, right? There's not like there's always ongoing topics. If you follow me from year to year, you'll see that there are thematic topics. There are thematic themes, right? There are themes surrounding the shows that I do. Been messy in the past. They're getting neater. They're getting more concise. They're evolving. Your boy C.I.P. is learning. This is a hobby. But the thing is, with all that being said, right? We go back, we look at our libraries, we look at everything that we're doing, everything that we are actually putting out into the ether and into the space for people. And it's not coming across as, we're not coming across as fuckery and slop. We're not in that same category. We're not putting ourselves in that same category.
Society, bro. Like, people can't even enjoy themselves anymore.
They can't separate.
They gotta make content out of somebody chilling on a fucking bench.
They can't separate.
And minding their business. Meta glasses are us wearing the data collection device.
And the thing, yeah.
Big Brother needs.
Yeah, and he's reading the comments. Somebody mentioned it. Above and beyond like the attraction of being different and it being some kind of convenience, it's solving a problem we didn't have, right? And it's just going to cause more problems because optically people are going to start having eye issues from wearing those glasses and the different focus ranges that you have to use. So it's going to cause more problems. We didn't have a need for it in the past. We have our devices right here. To be honest with you, it's literally feeding AI. It's literally feeding Big Brother, 1984, Fahrenheit 451. It's literally feeding the demon, the beast, the mark of the beast, the beast. That's what it's feeding. It's not for your convenience. It's not because you're trendy and cool and you need it to go with your brand new $1,200 iPhone. It ain't none of that shit. It's for them, the company that sold it to you, Meta, Facebook, to scan data, use you as a mobile harvesting system. That's it. That's it.
Right. So all the fucking, it's like, what is it called, that movie with Jim Carrey? That movie came out at night, The Truman Show. That's what it's become.
Yeah, exactly. So the Truman Show is like this big production and all these lights and Ed, what's his name, was behind the scenes and he had his little director hat on and he's back there doing all the production and he's the energy behind all the people that are making it happen. You don't have to do that anymore. Because of main character syndrome, C.I.P. can go get a pair of Meta glasses, put them on. C.I.P. is now the main character. C.I.P. is now Truman. C.I.P. can now go Ed Harris, right? So it just popped in my head, sorry. So Ed Harris, right? So you don't need a director, a producer, or lighting. I got lights right here. I got camera right there. I got my stream. I've got my 600. 600, how many? 500 and let's see how many we got. I got my 600 subscribers as far as I'm concerned. 594. Go hit subscribe, y'all. We are right there by 600. So I'm my own production studio. I am my own Truman Show. Facebook, Meta, right? They now put the Ray-Ban. Whoever else is harvesting data from Ray-Ban and they have deals with Planeteer and whoever else harvests the data, OpenAI or whoever's providing them with the little, they're harvesting that data. They're putting it in their systems. They're training their systems because you are the one wearing the mask. You are the Truman Show. You're your own production studio and you're doing it for them.
Truman Show and that other movie that came out in the 80s with that guy that put on the glasses and when he had looked at one of the images, it says Big Brother controls you.
Yep. Yep.
It's The Sims.
So what we said, we just saw what Appleseed Alpha. Go check it out. Your boy CIP does watch anime. So go check out Appleseed Alpha. I do believe that's the one, right? Right, Reaper? And Appleseed Alpha, they had a little headset, looked like a Bluetooth. You put the Bluetooth on, and all of a sudden, your Meta glasses pops up right in front of you like a hologram. And what did they do in that? A doctor that had some kind of agenda towards society, and because of the way that technology was evolving, he had his own path. He wanted things to go down. He hacks the system, manipulates the humans that are using the Bluetooth, right? The Bluetooth, we'll call it. Manipulates the humans, turns everyone into NPCs. Here we go with that, right? And causes complete chaos. And then, of course, he alters for himself so no one can figure out a way how to shut it down. And here we are. All we need is for somebody to be hacking everybody's Ray-Bans and Metas and all this shit. For them to take it to the next level, to hook up to your Neuralink that Elon's working on. And then you know, the dystopian future is complete, that we can hide behind and put more masks on to hide behind the pain. Yep. Sword art. There we go. Sword art. Where the anime heads at? Let's go. Laughing Man. My G. Let's go. Let's go, my G.
Real bad man.
Fuck yes. They live. Fuck yes. Let's go.
Real bad man.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
We know what you're saying, twin. Twin.
Beware the Trojan horse, or beware the pale horse, big pale
psychopaths.
White horse, whatever that shit is.
Yo.
They live. You understand? I'm not giving any advice on anybody. I just want people to be clear. I'm not giving advice. I'm not here to give any type of like advice.
Right. And I'm not either, but I'm not a gatekeeper. So I'm going to shove my knowledge all in your face. I'm going to give you all the knowledge, y'all. Wait, pause. No Diddy on that one. Pause. But I'm going to give you the knowledge. I'm not a gatekeeper. Hit your boy CIP up at any point in time. On the Discord, hit me up on email. Yeah, join the Discord, y'all. But yeah, hit your boy CIP up. I'm always willing to share knowledge and my own opinion of things. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm telling you what it looks like. I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you where the reality of things are. I'm telling you where the good is, where the pain is. We forget who we are. We forget who we were. We forget that we were children at one point in time. All these reminders of life, the pain, right? The words you're not expecting to fucking hear, right? No mask.
Advice on how people should live. All I'm doing is pointing a real gun at what the fuck is going on right now. That society is like, is teaching everybody, whether Gen Z all the way to millennials, Gen X, or whatever the hell you want to call it, right? Even boomers, right? No. Is it boomers? Boomers would be 1950s, 1960s. I'd probably still say them, right?
40s.
So boomers all 40s. The way till Gen Z is now going to be in this whole entire quicksand effect about.
And the thing about boomers is, the boomers to the late boomers, there's a high class of them. There's a high ratio of them that have been very resistant to technology and change. To this day, where's JP? Plug for you, sir. Plug for myself. We know what it is to be the tech support gurus for all the old peepaws and meemaws, all the aunties, all the abuelas, all the uncles. Tech support. And the ones that say, I still can't figure this thing out. Bro, we've had cell phones since I was a kid. In some way, shape, or form. StarTAC, shout out StarTAC.
Message.
Like they've been here forever.
How they're going to have the virtual world mixed in with the real world. And the whole entire thing, what up, He-Man? The whole entire thing is, yeah, you have the life of AI, and about how, idiocracy, right? I have a surprise for y'all. I have this video concept that I want to come out with that's especially about the streamer university and giving my odds on it, because now you have to start looking at certain movies, right?
Right. I've talked about idiocracy in the past over here. Last year, maybe the year before. Maybe it's time to talk about it again. Like he said, he's got his concept coming up and he wants to talk about streamer university. There's a lot of idiocracy going on, y'all. There's a lot of idiocracy going on, and it continues. It's on and on. It continues.
I'm gonna give y'all a little teaser into one of the little videos that I want to do.
And Lauren, I'm glad you need this stream tonight. It's insomnia, girl. It's bound to go any direction, but tonight we are really talking about the mask and his main character syndrome bit. Yeah, I stole the title. Look on the screen right here. Yeah, I stole the title from Twin. That's why he's my twin, and we can do that.
I want to do actually. There's two.
Excuse me.
So the streamer university. And when I mention a streamer university with Kai Cenat, I want y'all to think about a movie that's closely related with that. And it came out now, actually 20 years ago. I want you to think about that. Get back to me on that. Does it not remind you? Does it not remind you of that movie Accepted?
Wow.
I'm telling you. Now.
Wow.
Also, what I peeped this week.
Here we go. There's one for JP.
That man.
Here we go. See, Twins got that like mind. We're making those analog comparisons to shit. Accepted versus accepted in comparison to streaming university. There we go.
Woman, I don't know what the fuck. The fucker that wants to get drafted by the WNBA. That reminded me of another movie, and I know it's so fucking obvious. There's.
Y'all already know where he's going with this one. Y'all already know where he's going with this one.
No way you don't know what I'm talking about when I don't even need to mention it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But apparently, if you don't know this story, last week.
Sheila, you have a good night if you doze off. Insomnia is here for the purpose, right? It's not a crazy show tonight. It's all for chill purposes. Please, Team Replay, come back. Replay, catch up where we're at. I'm probably going to end it here shortly. Your boy C.I.P. does have a big day tomorrow. But thank you so much for being here tonight. Lauren, same to you. You got a jet soon. You got unique, authentic, intelligent content. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And I'm evolving. Things are evolving over here. Changing the music up, the graphics up a little bit. Trying to keep it good. Trying to keep it cool. Trying to keep it good. Have a great night, y'all. Whenever you decide to take off.
Two guys basically said they sometimes feel like a woman and that they challenge the WNBA should let them play. Okay? And with that being said, when I saw that, it just automatically reminded me of a movie that also came out 20-something years ago.
Yes.
Okay? Came out 20-something years ago. But let me get beyond myself. Main character syndrome. People will start treating their lives like the internet depends on it. They will go crazy if people is not in their chat, the algorithms is not in their favor, and all these different things. Who said it? Culture Invasion said it. I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm going to just be quiet because I might make a video about it. Y'all. So just stay tuned for that.
I'm not going to spoil it, but he was talking about the guys that were joining the WNBA and that movie analog from the movie comparison from 20 years ago. I'm not going to say the name either, but look for a drop from Twin. So go subscribe to Bronze Bird, ladies and gentlemen. Please go subscribe to Twin. Run those numbers. Keep Twin's numbers going. Subscribe over here. I'm just a few shy of 600. Get your boy C.I.P. over the 600 mark. All right. Bronze Bird's channel I just dropped in the chat as well. All right, y'all. Let's go.
Because things is coming in a little... I'm just feeling a little bit woozy because I'm like, you know, when you have like 2 cups of coffee and then like a fucking energy drink. I'm like, I'm there, bruh. Exactly. And let me say something to that. I'm going to give a disclaimer on that. To He-Man's comment. what you have to start thinking about when you see this shit, bro. When these movies in the past, they're not fiction movies. They're predictive programming.
There we go.
Disguised as fiction movies. So a lot of the movies that you watched in the 2000s and the 1990s, the 80s and the 70s, y'all just think, hey,
bro,
well, this movie
creepy.
is pretty funny, or this movie is entertaining, right? But when you start to look back on it, you start to realize, doesn't this movie remind you of such and such, or doesn't this situation remind you of this movie? And it's like, was it fiction after all, or was it nonfiction?
Yep.
As in to program you into believing that, yo, this shit is gonna actually happen, right? Just like Fahrenheit 451. If you watch Fahrenheit 451, and I'm not talking about the one with Michael B. Jordan, I'm talking about the one from 1964, the one that I'm madly in love with.
Yes.
Right? Art imitating life, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, art imitating life, life imitating art. It's difficult, right? The chicken or the egg, right? Which comes first, the chicken or the egg, right? It all comes down to that. Which way is it going? Is it art imitating what we're seeing and we're just going to express what we're seeing? Or is it us using our imaginations and then others seeing that, gaining an impression from it, and then performing? Homo ludens. Homo ludens. You've heard me talk about Homo narrans, humans who just talk, narrate, tell stories. Humans who play are the ludens, to play. With the Homo luden in mind, everything about our lives tends to always resort to play. War is the posturing and playing on the battlefield. Our day-to-day dance we do in routine with our jobs is a play, is a performance. So even in these capacities, we are always playing. Work, war, relationships. There's always a tee-hee-hee. There's always something that takes us out of the seriousness of the moment as we as humans interact with one another. There's a game. There's a winner, there's a loser, there's a conqueror. There's a victor. There's a dominant in the bed, right? No. So,
Message.
that aside, with humans, there's always going to be that interaction. There's always going to be the mask we wear as we play those roles. As we play those roles. Homo ludens. He who plays. We're the ones who play. The species who plays. I think it's a combination of both. I've talked about both theories, both philosophies. They're not opposing. You know, I think we're a little bit of both. I think that a lot of us play a little bit more than we should, talk a little bit more than we should. But as far as being a sapien, a Homo sapien, a sapient, intelligent being, I think that there are far fewer. I think we as humans, much like the No Child Left Behind and Common Core education, we have moved the bar of acceptance a little bit too fucking low. A little bit too low. DEI can also be chucked into that bucket.
Imitating life. So, Fahrenheit 451, the movie from 1964, not the remake, the original movie, from the book by Ray Bradbury, which was a great book. I love Fahrenheit 451. I like that book. I'd read it again if I had that book in my hands right now. Fahrenheit 451 taught you what? Knowledge is to be erased.
Everybody, mail a copy of Fahrenheit 451, the Bronze Birds channel.
So whatever you believe in the past or whatever it is that you thought, right, is no longer there. They burn those records and then teach you whatever his story is. You'll ignore it in the interest of looking at a vertical screen to communicate with others, which
Yes.
i.e. happens today.
Yes.
Through StreamYard, Zoom, whatever have you, right? Because that's what they want you to do. Why do you think there's a connection of why they burn all these books and the literacy rate for Americans is low? They don't want you to read. They don't want you to be smart. They don't want you to decipher things that's happening in the society of what actual life fucking is. There's a lot of banned books in this society. They ban because they don't want you to know the truth. Instead, they want you to become the main character syndrome. If you are a creative, are you a creative? But let's take that into question. Just because you stream and you communicate with random avatars that type all type of shit in your chat, does that mean that you're a main character?
Not at all.
Come on.
Not at all. Not at all. These people are seeking validation. It's a sad world, but these people are seeking validation. They're invalids. For lack of a better word, it's what they are. They're invalids. They're invalid. People don't understand. This is where main character syndrome is going to, this is where those who suffer from main character syndrome and may stumble upon this podcast are going to not feel so comfortable. And they're going to hear words that are going to make them feel some kind of way. But that's where it all is. You're fake. It's fake. The rubber's hit the road. It's 2026. We see it. We see it. We see all of you in 4K.
Come on. Let's talk about it. Come on. If y'all hear me, can I get an amen? No, stop. No, I'm playing. But like, seriously, that's something I need you to think about. There's a correlation of why all these old literature books are being like set on fire, being burned, right?
Yeah, we talked
Data
about
centers.
that. Yeah.
And then the fact of the matter that the literacy rate for a lot of the younger generation, I wouldn't necessarily say millennials, I'd probably say,
there's you're fake. You're attempting to gain validation from people who don't care about you. They don't love you. They don't tend to your needs. And you're going to put this persona on, and then the camera is going to go dark. The lights are going to go out. The stream is going to end. And the only person you have to face is yourself. Because there's only one Michael Jordan. There's only one Michael Jackson. There's only one Whitney Houston. Rest in peace to the fallen. But they were the only ones. There's only one Kai Cenat. There's only one Speed. There were only these certain individuals who reached these milestones. Doesn't matter how many fucking pairs of Nikes you buy and put on, how many jerseys you put on, you're still a fat slob behind a microphone. All right?
Message.
It's all it is, bro. Doesn't matter what Gucci shades you put on that are unisex, that actually look like some feminine ass shit, Anton. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many houses you say you're buying, but then you go react to lowest common denominator videos. No matter how many bad jokes you tell when you're supposed to be a fucking comedian, Corey. When it all comes down to it. When it all comes down to it. You're shit. You're not that one. You're just another number. You are the child left behind. You are the child left behind. And it's up to us as the subscribers, or in my case, not subscribers to these people, to discern that to discern that and seek better content creators. All right? We're going to listen to Bronze Bird a little bit longer, then we out of here, y'all.
Gen Z, you know, it's crucial point, Love Island, and then seeing these streamers, they can't read. They can't read or write. Actually, I seen a video today on Instagram about this teacher out in South Carolina, I believe, that was crying because these high school students that are seniors, they can't read.
And again, the main character syndrome, the mask, the turn the camera on and just be a streamer. You're thinking you're going to be, you know, this $1 million person, million subscriber person, whatever. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I can't wait till he does the streaming university bit.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
But that's how everything trickled down, right, He-Man? Education used to be only for religious leaders and elite men. Right.
Yeah,
but
that's very true.
Nowadays, obviously, everybody has an education system. What really was a downtrodden place in our society was the No Child Left Behind Act.
There we go.
I think enacted in 1990.
Yes.
And with that, basically, they was having a lot of these children graduate without the proper essentials and a proper education, right? Let me not even say proper education. Like, if the child was dumb, they would try to redirect the scores.
You had it right.
They can get that child to pass and then go on to college, right?
It still doesn't guarantee. But the thing is, just because you walk in the door doesn't mean you've gained the knowledge, right? So it's there. These people aren't prepared for it. They're not prepared for it. So there's a difference. The educational opportunity is there, but you're not prepared for it. You're not going to take advantage of it. It's like standing on the dock, the boat goes by, and you don't get on the fucking boat. You don't have your backpack. You don't have your gear ready. Like, they're not prepared for this.
So he said many stories of teachers this decade, devastated kids are so stupid leaving the home because they've turned school into a daycare center. These parents don't give a damn about their children.
And see, that's a whole nother mask. The mask of being a parent. As I mentioned before, everybody's not going to be comfortable with what I say over here. Damn the parents. Damn the parents. In every single case. When you have a child, you prepare for the child. You prepare to educate the child. You prepare to feed the child. The entire process of raising that child and being there for that child to see that that child is prepared for the world. But people have children for selfish reasons. No one loves their children when they're born. I don't give a fuck what you say. All right? I don't give a fuck what you say. You don't love your children when they're born. And we're seeing that more now with this Casey case. We're seeing a whole lot of that. With the way the children can delete their kids and alt F4 them at 9 months out in fucking Boston, to the bullshit with this Casey case, previous cases like hers, the way mothers sacrifice their daughters to strange men so that the strange men don't crawl all over them. We see what people do. We see what you whores do. It's 2026. Nothing is a mystery anymore. The cracks in your masks are showing. It's all out in the public now. So, carry on if you want to. You're just continuing to contribute to the problem, and we see you. We're going to call you out. And those of us that are more intelligent aren't going to fuck with you and leave you behind. Eugenics is a topic that I talk about over here. And basically, it's leaving these people behind. We'll get back into that as the year progresses. Got a few more months to go. Variant, what's good? What's good, girl? Ah, look who it is. Twin. We about to wrap up, man. I'm talking about the masks people wear. How you doing, Twin? Only in for a second, but salute. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We dropping the react to your main character syndrome, same as my title tonight, man. Hell yeah, twin. How you doing, girl? How you been, Variant? Long time.
They have their kids sitting up there looking at a television set and looking at TikTok and all this.
But oh, sorry, I got distracted by the chat. Yes, as I was saying, as I'm rambling, as Twin always rambles too, it's the parents. It'll always be the parents. It'll always be the parents. I had books, I had encyclopedias, I had dictionaries, I had things to prepare me so that I knew my ABCs and 1, 2, 3s by the time I got to school. Any parent worth their weight in parenting is doing the same. That's just it. That's just it. Again, your boy C.I.P. is not a gatekeeper. I'm going to tell you what it is, right? I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to share it with you.
Shit before they give their kid a damn book to read. They rely on school to teach their children. My parents wasn't playing that shit. Every summer, I had to write a book report. I sure did. I had to read a book. The worst book I've ever read was Wuthering Heights. I hated that fucking book.
Yeah.
I hate, if it's one book that I hated reading was Wuthering Heights. I hated that fucking book. Jesus, that book was the worst. Hate that book. But anyway.
Did you hate that book, twin?
I had to write a book report every fucking summer, right? I had to read. And so as I'm in my age now, I enjoy reading, even though I haven't really read any new crazy books, but I have a whole list of books that I want to buy because I think it's very important. And and I'm not always talking about like history books or all these other things. There's certain books out there that's fun to just read. Knowing the characters and the authors, but that's a lost art of today because you don't have people who really want to write books these days. And again, the literacy rate is low because everybody's tuned in on the main character syndrome, as in who's the popular streamer, what arguments is going on, what sector is beefing with who.
There it is.
Come on.
And the other side of this too is, and I'm going to stop right there because we can go down a rabbit hole as Twin does in this episode, in this drop. I'm going to put the link to this drop specifically here too, y'all. That's where we are in the on his channel, right? So this is his main character syndrome drop. But yeah, in the end there, we become consumed by keeping up with the Joneses. It's no different. It's no different. And keeping up with these main characters, keeping up with these stories. So ultimately, it kind of always falls back on where I start with my opening, where I start with the choices that we make. The choices that we make, the content that we consume, right? Nothing is true and everything is permitted. Nothing is true about the content that we consume. Seek knowledge. If the content's not providing you with knowledge, the content's not enriching you, isn't helping you in some way, shape, or form be a better person, start to think about what you may not need to be consuming, about turning that off, finding other content creators that build a little bit more within you. And then more than anything, when it comes down to what you step out into the public, how you represent yourself, there is nothing more important than your name. We've forgotten that. Your identity, who you are, your reputation, what others know you to be, how they know you to be. We've forgotten that. So if you attach yourself to slop, you attach yourself to fuckery, you attach yourself to low-level thinking, low-level behavior, that's what you'll be known as. And that's all you'll ever be. It's very difficult to redeem oneself. Very, very, very difficult. We talked about redemption last Sunday, Soka Sundays. Go check that one out. That was a good one. If I do say so myself. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for being here for Insomnia. Your boy C.I.P's got a little bit of an early start tomorrow, so I got to cut it short. It's not quite as insomniatic. Is that a word? Is that the word? It's not much insomnia as we expected to have this weekend. I was expecting to go live last night. I was expecting to have a Soka Sunday tomorrow. This is just a hobby. I got the real life, the outside world, touching grass and things to take care of. So I'll be doing that. Tomorrow. At any rate, y'all, thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe. All right. Stay tuned for future episodes of Soka Sundays to come up. Don't forget the 10th and 11th of October. We are almost, September's right around the corner, a little bit over a month and a half, a little bit under a month and a half. And we'll be in Miami. We're going to have some fun the evening of the 10th. And then on the 11th, we're going to be at Miami Carnival. If you end up going down there, look for your boy C.I.P. I'll be around. You won't know where, though. At any rate, y'all, thank you so much again for being here. Like, subscribe. Boy C.I.P. loves you. Each and every one of you. Do good. Big up yourselves. Peace, peace, peace. Everybody have a good night. If you're catching this on the replay, you have a great day. Do good work.